Alright, the Mullet challenge. I'm going to be scoring based on comfort, safety, utility, reliability on trim and the engine, fuel mileage, price. So the cheaper you make something, the better. But you know, it depends on the other things. If you want to go for something cheap, you know, you're going to sacrifice everything else. See, I'm trying to look see what else. 0 to 62 time, or 0 to 100 time, you know, in kilometers per hour if you're using that. How well it stops, be judging on that, stopping distance. And Trent 445 said I need to also judge on how well does it hold something and how much you can load on it. So yeah, I'll be doing that too. That's how I'm going to be judging it. As the rules that goes, I think in 1981 is the highest you can go. But you might want to go to 1979 if you want to choose basic 70s, standard 70s safety. Because I want you to use the same decade of safety as the decade of the car. You can't use 1981 car and use 70s safety. So that's up to you. Trying to look through here. All Utes only. That's like mono body vehicles. Like it's like a truck and a car. How do I explain it to? Just call it Ute. Something like the Ford Ranchero and the Chevrolet El Camino. So those style bodies only. Easiest way to do it, I think, is if you check mark only the pickup area and you pick the car that looks like a truck too. Trying to see if there's anything I want to outlaw. Yeah, nothing more than a V8. Don't make a V10 or well, you can't make a V10 not until 1985, but not a V12 or a V16. So up to a V8. Any displacement that you want. But it has to be cast iron block and head only. Because Chris is the kind of guy that he likes to rebuild his own engine. He can easily hone out or bore out a cast iron block. And this is pretty strict. Yeah, pushrod 2 valve only, because they're simple and easy to maintain and work on. That's why Chris likes it. Carburetors only. Not even injection. Carburetors only. No race intake, just standard or performance. Octane, choose only regular AKI. That's unleaded. No, choose leaded gasoline. Alright, don't use on headers, don't use race tubular. Use the other 4 butts above that, like long and tubular and short cast and cast log. Okay, you don't need a catalytic converter, but you do need one muffler. That's all. Any muffler. And like I said, since it's the 70s and 80s, use the appropriate fixtures for it, like the 70s and 80s fixtures. Make it look like it came from that era. I don't want nothing modern or anything like that. Rear wheel drive or 4x4 only. You can use automatic and manual gearboxes, so either one of them is fine. Of course, I always like the 0 to 62 or 0 to 100 time to be under 10.5 seconds. 10.5 or under. Use any differential you want. Guys, watch the wheel spin. You can have a yellow warning light and blue warning light for wheel spin, but I don't want to see nothing flashing red on my screen. That kind of bothers my OCD. So watch the wheel spin. Oh, let me go back for a second. I forgot something. I forgot that you can use fiberglass and aluminium if you want to on the panel material. Use only steel in the chassis. But remember, you gotta get underneath. That's another rule. Underneath, the max price is $18,500. $18,500. I guess use any differential you want. Use any kind of tire you want to, except for semi-slicks. Armor Motor suggested, and I agree with them, 15 inches is the maximum rim that you can have. You can't have a 16 inch or above. So up to 15 inches on a rim diameter. Use any rim material you want to. Make sure your vehicle stops in less than 160 feet from 100 kilometers or 62 miles per hour to 0. I don't want to see a warning light for brake fade. Any undertray you want. Well, actually, it wouldn't make any sense, but if you want to, whatever. Has to be at least 3 seats. Choose any kind of 8-track you want to, or even just basic AM radio. Any kind of interior you want. Just remember, keep it under 18,500. It has to have power steering. Like I said, the safety's in the same decade of the vehicle that you make. Any type of springs you want. Well, actually, no, just standard and progressive only. And I guess any dampeners you want. I think that's about it. No ABS. Don't want no ABS whatsoever. Alright. Deadline. This is Monday the 2nd. So Wednesday, not this Wednesday coming, I gotta look at the schedule here. November 11th. That's the deadline. I say about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA, East Coast time. If I find out that I'm working that Wednesday next week, I could extend the deadline a little bit longer until my next day off. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, one more rule: it has to get at least 8 miles per gallon because I don't want to see nothing too gas hoggy. All right. Thank you.